everyone, this is Vicky here today, and I am joining in with the YouTube hop for Cut to Use second year in business celebrations. It's running all month long, so be sure to check out all the videos as the month goes by. And I'll be working with this cut file, which is called Love Me Some Hearts. So I've cut it on my mat, on my silhouette machine, and I have left it on the mat for now while I do some mixed media. I find it doesn't affect the mat in any way, but it's easier to do this because I want the mixed media on the outline and on the inner parts. So I've used Distress Oxide and done a stripe of each colour down the page, sort of in rainbow order, and now I'm spraying it with lots of water. What I would add is that this piece of paper that I've used is watercolour paper. You couldn't do this with a normal piece of paper because the water would just tear it up. So this is watercolour paper. If you wanted to do it without watercolour paper, you could add gesso to your paper first, and that would help. But please don't try and put this onto just plain paper because you will find it just causes a mess on your mat. So I've pulled out my drying tool and I'm just going to dry this because I'm impatient and I want to get it off my mat. And on this watercolour paper, it actually dries pretty well and pretty quickly. It's quite thick paper, so it holds the water really well. So once I've dried that, and excuse having to watch the whole process, I'm going to start to peel it off. But while I'm doing that, and you're watching that on the video, I just want to tell you a couple of things about Cut to You. They do Gwen does some fantastic cut files. They really are super. And so I'm so excited to be working with them today. But I don't know if you know this, but for those of you without a cutting machine, she also cuts them for you and ships worldwide. She's based in Australia, but she ships them worldwide. So if you want to get the effect of cut files, but you don't want to invest in a machine, this is a perfect way to do it. So there we go. So I've taken the outline off and I've left the inner hearts onto my cut mat so that I know which order they go in, because I like the rainbow stripes and I want them to go back on the page in a moment in that order. So here's the photos I'm going to use, just a couple of Snapchat photos of my nieces. And so I'm going to just stick this cut file now to a piece of white cardstock. It's just a plain piece of textured basil, nothing exciting. I'm not going to add any more mixed media, so that's all I'm using there. Okay, so I'm just going to stick that flat to my piece of paper, and then I'm going to start bringing back in the hearts that are still on my cutting mat. So they're coming in that same order, and you see if I got that wrong, even the little hearts, the lines of the stripes wouldn't line up properly. So I wanted to just make sure I had those right. Okay, and I'm really happy with that. I love the colours. I think it looks really vibrant and nice. So yeah, so I'm gonna, now the video is going to speed up quite considerably while I back all these hearts and stick them down. So I put foam on all of the hearts except two, I think, which are underneath the pictures. So you'll see what I do with those in a second. Okay, so as this is going on, just to let you know, as I said before, this is a month-long blog hop. So you're going to see lots of videos along this hop. So be sure to follow the link that I'm going to post below, and that will link you up to everybody else when they happen. There'll be a schedule on the Cut to You blog. And if you want to buy any of these cut files or printed cut files for being sent, then you can use my code for 20% off. And I will also put that in the comments below. But if you enter that in the store, you'll get 20% off. The code is actually Celebrate Vicky, all one word. But as I said, I'll put it below so that you've got that. And go spend crazy. Why not? Okay, so all of those stuck down now, and the two hearts that were under the pictures, I just pulled those two out so that they just give that extra bit of shape there. Okay, so now I'm going to put some vellum onto the back of my photos, just a little bit of extra layering between them and the hearts, and that's all I'm going to put on them. I'm not going to mat them with anything else. I just wanted that little subtle border there. So yeah, so here I think that the wasted paper, there wasn't a lot of wasted coloured paper, but there was a bit there. So I thought it'd be really nice to cut some butterflies from that for the layout, just in the matching tones. So I managed to get 4 butterflies out of the leftovers. So there wasn't really very much left of that piece of paper at all by the end of it. I used it really well. Okay, so butterflies are going on. They move around a bit over time, but they're essentially in those places. So now I'm going to put some foam on the back of the photos as well, just to raise those up a little bit, and tucks in just slightly behind a heart for each one. Okay. So I don't need a lot of embellishments at this point because it really is quite colourful. There's a lot going on. I don't want to take away from that rainbow heart effect. I want to keep that effect there because I'm really happy with how it looks. Nice and vibrant and bright and colourful. There we go. So just tuck that photo in there and then tuck that one in there. And I'm going to pull out some embellishments from after I've stuck down my butterflies and my hearts. I have some embellishments from Cocoa Vanilla from the Happiness collection. So just to add a few things, and as I said, not very much at all because I don't want to take away from those gorgeous hearts. This is a different way to work with a cut file. Sometimes you can back them with different pattern papers, or you could just use the middle parts. I like to use both parts of it so that none of it's wasted. I would hate to throw away those middle hearts because they were just gorgeous. So here's the Cocoa Vanilla. I actually had 2 sets of these embellishments, so these die cuts. So the little floral ring that I put down the side of that photo, I've actually got another one and I can put down the side of the other photo. So lucky me. Just a little tag there. And yeah, I'm just going through them. I've used most of the florals up actually. I'm a sucker for a floral. So there we go, that other circle there, floral circle. So just a few, I think that's all the embellishments I use. I'm just trying to figure out now what to use for the title. And I do like Happy Times on that heart, and I kind of wish I'd kept it there, but I didn't. And I do like Sweet Smile as well, which I also didn't use. But anyway, I used Beautiful Smile as my title. And these are from the Happiness collection as well. So, and they look quite nice. I like having that pop of dark blue on there. Just really pops out next to the hearts. Okay, so that's a little feckled fawn puffy sticker, a little camera that I tucked in there. And I'm just sticking down all the other little embellishments that I've got. Okay, sticking down the title. Move it around a bit. There we go. Happy with that? Beautiful Smile. And what am I doing now? Just pulling out some other little puffy stickers, I think. Yeah, I've got some pink fresh, are they? No. Not 100% certain what those are. Can't see the packaging. They might be Hip Kit exclusive puffy stickers. But anyway, some of those, just a couple of those. And then there's some little speech bubbles there, which I add on as well. And I think we're getting close to the end. That could well be it. Yes, that's it. That's the final layout. I do hope it's given you some inspiration for using cut files. And as I said, please do go and check out the Cut to Use store and use my discount code and you'll get 20% off when you check out. So this has been Vicky, designing for the blog hop for Cut to You. and thank you so much for watching. I would love if you would hit subscribe. Speak soon. Bye bye.